Hello everyone, welcome to the first of our Star Wars Legion tier lists. So if you listen to episode 11 of Deployment Garrison, you will have heard us talk about our plan to do some tier lists and how we're going to do it. And this is the first video. So I'll put a card up here, up there somewhere. It's top left-hand corner, top right-hand corner, I don't know. It'll appear. You click on it if you want to go and find out what we're doing and why. But this is our first of the tier list. And we're going to be talking about beat stick type of units. So if you go back to that episode, you can hear me and Alan arguing about what a beat stick is. Alan won. So do you want to go through your definition of what a beat stick is?
Yeah, so the quick definition was just single model units. And then do they have a reliable 4 dice minimum melee attack that is always on? So no expendable weapons. Or
Tenacity. You wouldn't let me have Wicket with tenacity.
Yeah, no, I would not. Nope. Yeah, because that requires your opponent hitting them first, which if they just don't, then you don't have 4 dice. And therefore, you are not this high to ride.
Yeah, fine. I can't have Wicket as a beat stick. I'll let you off. That's okay. So now we've got a criteria. We got to qualify all of the units that get to come to a party. And then we decided to figure out how we're actually going to rank them. So ranking, we're going to be looking at their attack pool and the reliability of said attack pool. So like how it surges, does it have any keywords, any of that kind of stuff. The durability of the unit, pretty self-explanatory. Mobility and how easy it is to deliver the unit to where you need it to be. The cost effectiveness of the unit. And then it's like extra stuff. So command and utility. So any command cards that they bring to a table, if it's commander, operative, but most single model units kind of are, but as we'll get to, some aren't. And then the final one is like the purity of the role. Is it really a beat stick? It qualifies, but that kind of thing. So we've got the rules there, and we'll just get into the actual tier list because it's not an episode. We don't get to babble for too long.
Nope, straight into it.
Yeah, so we have the tier list. So we're just going to start in the order that it gave us, right? We have Agent Kallus. He qualified.
Agent Kallus.
So.
Yep, he's technically there. Technically present. He meets the 4 die threshold, but it's kind of anemic. I mean, 1 red, 3 black. It's fine. It's fine. It is meleeed to critical 1 with lethal. He does have charge, which helps him. So he can. Yeah, having charge or relentless is going to be important to score well, I think, for any beat stick. His durability is fine. He has bounty, which is neat. Observe 2.
Yeah, so it brings utility to a table. I think you're right. He is good, but I think we've got to put him. I'm tempted for C tier for beat stick. I think you could argue B. You could argue B tier, but I think maybe we'll move him up later. But I think C tier purely because it's only 1 red dice for me. He doesn't naturally have pierce on there. He doesn't surge on offense or defense naturally. So like what he's bringing to a table is good, but it doesn't. It falls more into utility for me than beat stick. So.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would say we could start him at C and maybe in comparison as we go on, maybe he'll bump up to B. But yeah, I think C is a good place to start.
Okay, so now we have Fulcrum Ahsoka.
Fulcrum Ahsoka. All right.
So she's bringing 2 red, 2 black, 2 white, surges to crit. She's got charge, jump 2. She's immune pierce. She has deflect, defend 1. Which also comes in with a Jakar Mastery. Impact 2, Pierce 2. Right.
She's got the traditional beat stick kind of profile.
If this was Rebel, I would put her in S tier. But I feel like we're going to hit better that she's probably only A tier. Purely because I don't know. Maybe I could be tempted. How harsh would it be for S tier? No, you're not there?
I think it needs to be pretty harsh for S tier, and I think there's maybe 2 units that fit.
Okay.
Maybe 3 total in S tier.
So we've got her in A tier then. So I'd put her in high A tier. She'll be down this end, I think.
I'd put her at low A tier just because the triple rainbow isn't as reliable as some of the other dice pools. But like Impact 2 and Pierce 2, Surge
Cred's the one that is Jakari. Let me make sure.
Oh, that's right. Yep, Jarkai. You could spend the dodges for a marksmanship ability, so you can fix her dice at least.
Yeah, so she does have dice fixing. So it's unusual for you to not be getting 4 or 5 hits in there.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yep, I'll agree. A tier. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so then we have Ahsoka Padawan Commander. As we've discussed on previous episodes with me playing against her, I have this cognitive thing with her that I see Fulcrum, not the crappy little Padawan just running around like, yeah, look at me, my 2 tiny lightsaber. So I think like that's still a big dice pool, right? It's an 8 dice pool, but you don't have the same fixing. So I think AT is my gut here.
I would agree based on our criteria. She's got a lot of the traditional like lightsaber. A lot of lightsabers are going to score higher than most of these others just because they have the kit for charging in, piercing, doing all the shenanigans.
I mean, to be honest, I think there's an argument here that she might only be BC tier because she doesn't have charge. Oh,
that's true, isn't it?
She doesn't have charge. It's only PS1. But I think 8 dice, just that damage potential, is just
the floor. Yeah,
the floor is low, but the ceiling is so high that if you get her in, and we are scoring
she still surges
something.
Native.
Yeah, she surges crit native, and we are accounting for those extra things that we said. Like she's speed 3 with jump 2. She can get there. She's got defense is good with deflect, and Cheyenne mastery is good.
Yeah, Cheyenne mastery. Yep.
Yeah, and she works with Anakin. So, if you're looking for a beat stick focus list, which we're gonna get to Anakin next, Associate Anakin's pretty good,
What if you could have more than one? You could have Anakin and Anakin Light.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
So Anakin Skywalker would be next. 5 red, Impact 3, PS3, Surge Crit. Feels pretty good.
Jimso Mastery, Tempted, Master of the Force. He's like, this is one of the 3 models that I was thinking of.
It's S tier. I'm not putting it like 170 points for this package base with, again, he's a Jedi lightsaber, so you have utility of being able to have the force powers in there. Once he can get there because he's got charge, jump 1, speed 2. You've got access to cards like force speed, burst of speed if you need it. You've got saber throw, so you've got utility on the way in. You can take force push if you want to go all in. There's so much that these force users bring to a table that they naturally, as we said, end up a little bit higher anyway. But I think S tier for Anakin is pretty easy for if you're looking for a beat stick. he can get the
you
job
want
done.
The S tier beat stick. It's Anakin, right?
Yeah.
Like he is the poster child.
So
it's and his command cards, and like the mobility bonus of Tempted is also not to be understated. So
now we get the one we were going to argue about. We should have moved this to the end, but this will be fun. So I argue,
how did this guy get in here? How did he get in here?
That the AT-RT, I feel like, fulfills the criteria. It's only 3 red dice on attack with Impact 1, surge to either hit or crit, depending on which one you take. But it can natively have a Flamethrower, which is 2 dice per model in combat. So it can easily be rolling, like if you're fighting against a double-sized droid unit or some Ewoks. That's a pretty beaty stick, right?
Sure. God, this one's like right on the line. So if we include this one, we have to include like the Dwarf Spider Droid as well, because they also have same type of profile.
My argument against the Spider, because you brought up in our pre-argument argument that it's only 3 dice. A Dwarf Spider only has 3 dice normally for its kick attack as well. But I said that 3 red with surge to hit or crit is so close to a 4, because a 4 dice pool that's like Bossk's got a 4 dice pool, right? But it's 2 red, 2 white, or something like that.
Yeah.
I would rather have 3 red dice surging to hit than that pool.
Than 4 of a different color type of dice. Yeah.
So I think it makes it, and I think the durability, once it's eligible, I think the durability puts it at least on a par with Kallus for a beat stick.
Once
it's in.
Okay. All right. So once it's in, yeah, sure. I guess. So part of it is, so what's the disqualification of
so I think
tenacity versus the flamethrower. At least with this, you get to choose your target.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't have to be attacked first to turn it on with the flamethrower. But if you're flaming like a single model unit, then you don't have 4 dice.
Yeah.
That being said,
but then you kick it with 3
as long as
red,
that's not characters. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I fine, we'll put it on the list, but I can't say it goes any higher than D tier because boy, it's on the line. Come on.
I feel like it's just as good as Kallus as a beat stick, but I'll let you put it in D. Well,
I think Kallus has to be above it just because of the other utility in his kit, though. The other keywords he has and his command cards. Armor's a good trick, but it's only armor 2.
Okay.
I mean, I'll give you it's a good trick, but I don't think it quite, like if we move Kallus up to C, then we can move
Kallus is C,
the AT-RT back. Yeah. But if Kallus somehow goes up to B, then the AT-RT can follow. Okay. But I don't think
you don't think it's as good as Kallus as a beat stick
for the purity of roll. I'm going to say, and utility, like for actual damage output, they are comparable. Actually, maybe a slight edge to the AT-RT just because
you're talking yourself into it, aren't you? You want it. You didn't want to see it at all.
But it doesn't have charge.
Okay.
It doesn't have charge.
Okay, I'm sad about it. I think it's really good. But I'll
granted, it goes on the list. People will fight me. That's fine. I can be wrong later, but right now I'm sticking to my guns. I'll allow it on the list, but I do not grant it the rank of C.
Okay.
He's allowed on this council, but not given the rank of master.
But I don't have the spider on there purely because its dice pool isn't good enough to make it function as that beat stick. I don't think it's reliable damage enough. I think the AT-RT is right on that cusp, purely because it's 3 red dice, and whether it's Rebel or Republic, it both surges to hit. So,
yeah.
Okay, Asajj, our first Separatist unit coming in. Again, it's 8 dice pool. It's just pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, she's very solidly in the same kind of ballpark as Fulcrum. because she's got the same kind of keywords going on.
Yeah, she's got the dice
but she also gets an Undomitable.
Yeah.
And she's relentless.
Relentless
so she
is good.
Saber throw.
Yeah. I think she does have slightly more utility. I think her problem is the faction that she falls in. It's a hard slot to justify once you start putting those points on. Like, as we'll get to in a little while, I think Separatists have some real good beat sticks. And I mean, Asajj being A tier, I could see her falling a little bit, but just 8 black with Jakari is good. So I think A tier is fine.
Yep.
The one that you were extremely happy about qualifying, I'm just going to put this in D while we talk about it.
Yep.
The
not going to get any argument. It meets the minimum threshold, and it meets it more reliably than the ATRT, but it definitely doesn't belong any higher as a beat stick. Like, it's useful, but that is not its role. It is not purity of role. It is not very flexible. It has 4 dice kick. It has impact. That's neat, but boy, it ain't a beat stick.
It's 4 red dice. If you take the hammer pilot, you get surge hit. So they are reliable. It can do a lot of other things. But if you're taking an ATST, whether it's Chewbacca, this one, or Markmore, if you're playing Tempest, you're not taking it to throw into melee and start stomping on things. So
no, it's a useful part of its kit, but it's definitely not its main goal, or even a secondary goal. It's probably like a tertiary type of, hey, I can do this in this niche case. I'm going to do that. So D tier.
Now this is where I get to argue with you that, come on, if this guy's on the list, you've got to let me have the ATRT and stop complaining. Because the Black Sun
he's got
Vigo,
4 dice.
It's 2 black, 2 white with no surge. So yeah, he's a beat stick.
I didn't say he was good. I said he's on the list. He's definitely D tier.
Yeah.
If there was an F tier, he would be down there instead.
Surely we can bump the ATRT up, right? No? Okay. We'll go on to Vigo. Yeah, it qualifies. I don't think it's really a beat stick. It's on here because of the criteria, and like, if there's one thing off this list that we were going to drop, I would rather drop the Vigo than the ATRT.
I think I will agree with you on that. The Vigo is the bottom of D tier.
Yeah.
For whatever.
If I could place him all the way down this end, I would, but it auto snaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So then we have Boba Fett, Daimyo of Mos Espa. So 3 red, 1 black, so he makes it in. And speed 2, jump 1. He's got Arsenal, is impervious. So even though those one-shot weapons don't count to get you into the party, once you're in the party, they do factor in. Arsenal 2, so in melee, he's rolling those, and then he can use his flamethrower. And you can get multiple access, right? 'Cause you've got a command card version as well, right?
No, the command card got removed.
Oh,
so he just has the he just has the equipment. They that got removed from the game a little while ago. Yeah, I agree. B tier.
I think B is I think he's better than Kallus. I mean, he costs 40 points more than Kallus, 35 points more than Kallus. So he should be better, but I do think that he's considerably
50 points more than Kallus.
Okay.
But he's more durable. He's got better mobility. Now he doesn't have
he's got tactical.
He doesn't have like a charge or relentless, but I think there's enough other stuff that makes up for it that and like the colors being reversed, he's got, instead of 1 red and 3 black, he's got 3 red and 1 black, like way better and surge crit natively.
And he getting him into combat isn't necessarily like you're not doing it to get the charge, you're doing it to protect him and then you start doing his tricks a turn after. So it's kind of delayed gratification. So maybe I could argue that he could just be like a high C tier. Do you think it's as good as Ahsoka Padawan?
Yes, but they're different, so their use case is different.
Okay.
But I think the overall package, I think I'd agree that he's a B tier. I don't that can change. I mean, we've still got a lot of units to get through here, but my initial is B, like you put in there.
Yeah, okay. So then we have Bossk. It's a 4-dice pool, Pierce 1, Surge into crit, 1 red, 2 black, 1 white. He has Enrage 3, he's got Regeneration of 3, so he can get charge. Bind is a good keyword, as we discussed.
Pierce is a decent keyword.
Yeah, Pierce 1. So I'm not going to lie, this is a unit that I've had fun putting Tenacity onto. And surprising people with a 5-dice crit Surgy. It's not something I would recommend, so I think he's better than everything down here, but I don't think he's better than Kallus.
No. Well, I would say he's probably on par with Kallus, just like for the overall package.
Yeah, he's not in a tier above Kallus, though.
No. He's fine, but as far as a beat stick it goes, there's better options.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have Cad Bane, who is only eligible when he has the Electro Gauntlet, right?
Correct. Yeah, because that gives him 4 dice. Natively, he's only 3.
Yeah. Immobilize 3 suppressive on those 4 dice as well, which isn't to be sneezed at. They do surge to crit. It's a very good package. And like 6 wounds behind the white dice when you've got easy access to dodges means that if you want him to be a beat stick, you can do stuff like put Tenacity on him, and he can take a wound and almost be safe. But I think that C tier is probably...
Yeah, he's going to fit. Most of these bounty hunters can get to that 4-die threshold, but they're definitely... That beat stick is probably not their optimum role.
Yeah, I think... And that's it. If we were doing versatile units, these guys would be higher, but we're not. We're doing beat sticks, so you're already paying 105 points, 10 points for the Electro Gauntlet, 115 points just to come to a party, and you're not bringing that much on top of that. Like, Immobilize 3 is really good, but
and suppressive.
Yeah, it's really good, but that we're not here for utility. We're here for getting stuff dead, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now we've got 2 Chewbaccas. So the first one is the hero of Kashyyyk Chewbacca.
Okay.
This is going to make me sad because I think he's C tier. I field him a lot in my Kashyyyk Defenders list with Yoda, but he's literally there to keep Yoda alive. He serves no other purpose. He gives me a command card tricks, but he doesn't get the job done on his own at all. The Bowcaster is his primary way of dealing damage because he doesn't have charge unless you enrage him, and people are generally shooting at other things rather than Chewie. And especially on the Hero of Kashyyyk version, you only get to Guardian or other commanders, so you can't stack wounds onto him as easily through Guardian.
Right.
So I mean, the only reason I've got him in C tier and not D is because it's 90 points for 9 wounds in a single model, and the Bowcast is really good. So
he's still got 4 red dice. Like he's going to absolutely throw down if he needs to. But that's not his primary purpose.
I could be tempted to put him in D tier like the ATST, right?
No,
because because you're not using him as a beat stick unless an enemy damages him, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I guess
if they
it's the
just
same type of
ignore
thing
him,
as the
yeah.
ATST, right?
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
can. I'm happy for him to be in C because I don't think he's worse than Kallus. But you're not taking him to be a beat stick, so I think he's in the correct slot here. If anything, I think the ordering should be like that. I think Kallus, Cad,
Sure.
Bossk, Chewie is how I would kind of put that.
Yeah.
Then Rebel Chewie, I think we get, and it kind of suffers from the same thing as the two Ahsokas, right? It's really easy to forget that they are different. Because we're now talking surge to crit instead of surge to hit.
Yep.
It's still 4 red dice, but it's now got Guardian 3 that can go onto anything instead of Guardian 2. So the Enrage 4 is a lot easier to trigger. So now you can actually stack Tenacity onto him. And he's got Teamwork, so you've got a way to feed him those aim tokens to trigger lethal. So I think Rebel Chewie can go in B tier.
I don't think he's quite up to B tier. I think he's better than Kallus, but I don't think it quite crosses into B tier.
I think Chewie can easily take on a Boba Fett or Ahsoka Padawan. Remember that he's 90 points again. So 96 points for Tenacity. He's bringing the Guardian utility to a table. Not even including having like Han or something like that. In a Rebel list, you've got like maybe you don't have the binoculars to put onto him, but like you've got stuff you want to protect. So he is bringing utility, which is one of the factors we're scoring on. I think that 9 wounds, Guardian 3 is worth paying for and makes him a tier above Kallus for me.
I think he's above Kallus. I don't think he's a tier above Kallus. You
think he's that much worse than Padawan Ahsoka?
Well, I guess Padawan Ahsoka, yes. But Boba, he's probably very close to Boba. All right, he can stay in B for now, but
okay. I feel like we might have an argument on the next one as well then. Maybe not, because I think we've got a second S-tier beat stick here with Count Dooku.
S-tier Dooku?
Yeah. Yep.
No, we're gonna have to fight about this one too.
Okay, so 5 red dice, impact 2, PS2. He has the ability to turn off both immune pierce and impervious. He's got deflect. He's got cunning. He's got master of a force.
Got the native defensive surge.
Yeah, native defensive surge. Surges to crit. 6 wounds, so you can put tenacity onto him and feel good about him having like a bit of damage.
He doesn't have a spot for tenacity though.
His command cards are fantastic.
They are really good. They are really, really good.
I would say that Dooku is a better beat stick than Grievous.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right, so
no, I think you're right. I think you're right.
The advantage I think that Dooku gets is that he can reliably go toe to toe with other people's beat sticks and win because of his mastery, right?
Yeah, the Makashi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it would be probably the lower end of the S tier, but yeah, I think he does edge out. He doesn't have. Well, he does get charge on one of his command card turns, but basically you just need that for the one turn, right?
Yeah, you need the charge on a turn, you need it. And then it's got the one that lets him do like 1 trillion attacks or whatever, and his attacks become versatile as well, right? So he can force lightning out. Or is force lightning versatile already? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and
giving him versatile.
He starts at 165 points. That's cheap for that package. 6 wounds, surge crit, surge defense with 5 red, and he's got a range 1 to 2, 6 dice attack with Pierce 1. This is an S tier beat stick.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. 100%.
Right. Again, I think the faction is in. You might not necessarily want to lean into a beat stick playstyle, but if you do, I think he gets the job done.
Well, that's partly, at least back in March, he was one of the popular ones, him and then Aqua Droids, partially because he can get into the fight behind the Aquas and not be shot at. So now you've got a fresh Dooku crashing into the other line type of thing. Yeah, was a big part of the strategy. So no, 100%. He's he belongs in S tier up there with Anakin.
Okay, a bit of crab brave action. Where are we going? I'm tempted. I'm up here for a crab.
Really?
So the only. If we're going only beat stick, I think that he's better than this stuff and he's up here. If we're allowing like extras, I think that the fact that he's got scouting party, he just drags someone else like further up for your beats. I think the package is good, but
I wouldn't go any higher than B. He's definitely not A tier. He doesn't have the output needed. Like Impact 2 Pierce 1 is good, but he's only got 2 red and then rainbow, right?
I suppose if we're not bringing utility as the primary thing, I do think he's better than C tier though, because of the durability.
I would say putting him up with like he would match Chewbacca, Rebel Chewbacca, in my opinion. So if that's where he is, then I'd say we could probably put him in a B as a beat stick. He's got a bunch of other stuff that goes with it, and so
I think it's weird, right? Because the primary thing we look at, obviously, is we're starting off here talking about the damage output. So 2 red, 1 black, 1 white, impact 2, Pierce 1, surging hit. It's okay. It's not going to mince a unit in one go, but it'll put damage out, and it's one of those things where it should reliably damage other individual models as well.
Right.
But the durability on this thing is where I think it comes into play, because you can have the defensive to get you nimble
protocols.
And the programming is good. He's got armor 2. It's rolling a red defense die, so I think that. And it only breaks at 3, so it's got to be more than half dead before you start losing that action economy. And
he doesn't have charge or relentless, which is kind of a ding. Oh man, there's some things here that it was a hard sell on Chewie being in B. This one's starting to lean toward. I think he's above Kallus. Like I think he's the top of the C's.
I see.
Yeah, so very high C, possibly a low B.
I'll give you C pure because it's a vehicle, so you can walk away from his engagement.
Right. Yeah, you can't lock anybody down. Yeah. That's a big point too.
Yeah.
Yeah. C.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have the Emperor's Apprentice Vader.
Yeah. This one. Oh, this one. This was a little trickier for me because he's good. I don't think he's quite as monster like full Vader is. I think he's A tier. I don't think he's quite S tier.
Are we putting him above Ahsoka, above Asajj?
Probably above the other ones. Yeah, top of A, because he's not quite the monster. He is cheaper. He is cheap.
It's cheap. It's 7 wounds. He comes in with a built-in force throw, which is blast scatter. It's only 2 dice.
Yep.
So it isn't as impactful as a saber throw, but you don't have to spend points to get him something to do on the way in. And he has Relentless, so it's just extra dice rolling, right?
Yep.
You have Master of the Force 1. Jedi Hunter gets him that surge crit if you're going against another Force user. So again, he's in a similar way to Dooku. He's good at killing other beat sticks, but I think Dooku's better at killing things that aren't Jedi.
Yeah.
And it's arguably better at killing things that are Jedi.
Yeah, Dooku has a much more comprehensive package. Now, we can get tenacity on this Vader, which could bump him up. It's really hard. He's like, for me, he's right between the line of A and S, right? Like,
you want him here?
Might get that. No, what? My gut
so what
says
about command cards as well?
He does have all of normal Vader's command cards. So it's
him going
really,
twice.
really strong. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably the lowest of the S's, but I mean, he probably belongs there.
I would say that regardless of which Vader is across the table from me, I worry about him. I worry about this one more because of how fast he is.
Yep.
And I worry about Commander Vader, we'll get to later, for different reasons. But this guy has the ability to get where he needs to be a lot easier. Speed 2 is a lot better than speed 1. Still having Relentless, so he still gets to attack. And it
still has Master of the Force. He could still do the Force throw, Force choke, burst of speed, all of the things.
And you can still have it's got space for Into a Fray as well. So you can get in those surges to help chop up normal units. I think he's got the tools he needs. I think ST is viable for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So now we come into the one that I'm going to hate not putting in S tier. Darth Maul, or the Impatient Apprentice. I think we put in A tier.
Yep. I agree.
4 red is great. 4 white, not so great. So his attack pool, it's got a great floor and a great ceiling, but I always it's that personal dislike that I have of those white dice, right? So
yep. And he doesn't have a way to fix it like Ahsoka and
no. He's too reliant on his command cards for his reliability. Like, he only gets Jedi Hunter off 1 card. He doesn't naturally surge. His Duro Mastery doesn't turn on until he's wounded. So it's one of those units where I feel like you can almost just let him do what he's going to do, and he'll do it worse than if you try to stop him. That makes sense. If you try to stop him from being a beat stick, he's a better beat stick. If you just ignore him, he's a worse beat stick.
Yeah, because then he doesn't get his extra action. He doesn't get tenacity.
So I think if you try and kill him and don't, he's S tier. If you ignore him, he's B tier. So let's put him in A and have done with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he definitely.
I think he's the bottom of the A tier, to be honest. I do think that he's easier to play around than you would want him to be. He has that advantage of getting infiltrate and being able to, you can ignore any danger for a little while because you can't attack him from longer range on that turn, but you can't attack it's all of that stuff. But I think A tier and bottom A tier is probably fair for me. Okay. Yep. So am I just putting this at the top of S tier, or do you think Anakin's top?
I think Anakin Vader, is Dark probably Lord the top.
Of the Sith.
Yeah, I think Anakin beats him out just on some of the utility, speed, and other stuff. Not to mention that, I mean, Anakin surges crit natively, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Shows you how often I've played. Yeah, he surges crit, whereas Darth Vader, he doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
Sad.
It is 6 red dice, and 8 wounds.
It is. And it's 8 wounds, like, dash courage.
Yeah.
Like,
the
his
dash
guys,
courage is huge.
They are not panicking. Dudes are not panicking. We are Imperial marching forward. He is compelling them, like, hey, guess what? You're moving forward. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay, here we go.
So I could argue that he belongs underneath Dooku purely because of the speed one. But I
could give you that.
But like that's the ease of getting him there. But he does have 3 force slots, so you don't mind burning one of them on burst of speed.
Yeah.
So it's
and there's also the tricks of, like, you do the burst of speed and then you do tenacity. Yeah. Whatever. It's like, okay, at the end of his activation, the immobilize goes away.
Yeah.
All right. I get to move again. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot you can do. So I'm happy to put him there. And situationally,
it's going to be.
He's good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like Dooku and Vader are probably equal. They're just, which one do you want situationally, like you said?
Okay. The one that you were very happy that made it, the dewbacks.
The dewback.
So I was surprised at the attack books. For some reason, I don't know if it changed with the new cards, but I don't remember this. Yeah, I'm like, I was only expecting it to be 4 dice, and then you could take other stuff to make it better. But no, you take guns. It's always this good in combat.
Yes. Yeah, this is on the base stat card. It's 3/3 critical 2 suppressive.
And it already surges hit, so
solid. Yeah. It's got armor. It has relentless and reposition. This thing can just, because notch-based movement, you could do the 90 before you move.
Yeah.
So he can 90, move 90 again, or he can just flip a 180 and go full speed. Yeah. He doesn't have to reverse. Like, he could just flip around and go full speed.
So I would say that this is an A tier beat stick. This is 3/4 of a Maul.
Yeah,
that surges to hit, and has
you put tenacity on him.
Yeah.
He gets pretty good. I would say low A tier, but solidly a good B tier unit.
You're struggling to, absolutely. If you're even putting a gun on this thing, it's not going to be over 100 points. So I think he's better than Maul. I would put him above
so
Maul.
If we put, even if we put the most expensive, like, flamethrower gun on there, which, if you're meleeing in on a big squad, flaming them, just flaming them. Here's 20 dice. Good luck. Yeah. It's pretty good. But even, like, maxing that out, right? We put in tenacity and that on there. Yeah, 86 points.
Yeah. Like the
Let's
package.
throw spotter up link on there. Why not?
Don't put spotter up link on. Don't be silly. It doesn't work in melee, and we're talking beat sticks. Come on, man. Have a heart.
No, don't put it on there.
But I think that's an A tier beat stick unit.
Yeah, just a solid chunk of value. And you take 3 of them, and it's just like, I mean, that's why Vader Dewbacks has been solid for a while now, especially in 2.6. It's been pretty popular.
Okay. Din Djarin. I could put him anywhere in this thing, so I'm going to need you to weigh in here.
I would say he's B tier, and I would put him above
Chewie?
Above Boba. I put him above Boba.
So I would argue below, but I'll let you make your argument first.
Well, so if we have to have him equipped with a weapon for him to
to qualify,
work, right? So Beskar spear, he gets duelist. It's 2 red and a black, and then adding to his knife, which is 2 black, right? So 2 red, 3 black, or the Amban, he's running 5 black, immobilize 2 and suppressive. So that the immobilize 2 and suppressive is a solid pool. We already talked about that with Cad. Having the immobilize is not to be dismissed, and also it gives you the option to do.
And it does surge the Amban beautifully.
Yep. He surges crit. He surges both ways. He gets a tactical aim. So as he's moving, he gets the aim to turn on lethal.
You're getting me. You're convincing me. He doesn't have charge.
He does not. So that does take things away. But, neither does Boba, Rebel Boba. So
So my big thing with him is every time I build a Mando, I always find he gets really expensive really quickly compared to, I think, like Boba Fett. It isn't, but he's already 120. So maybe I'm just wrong here, and he is better than Boba. So okay, you've convinced me. You've convinced me.
And he's still got his flamethrower too, right? So he can he can use one of these weapons and the flamethrower, and just he's got a lot more utility and flexibility. But as a pure beat stick, I don't think he's good as Ahsoka, but I think he's better than the other B tiers right now.
Yep. So where is his flamethrower? Yeah, flame project. So if you go spear and flame projector, he's still 5 points cheaper than Boba. So I think you've got to give him jetpack.
Yep. I mean, if you want him light,
10
it
points
would be
more than Boba, but you're getting a better package, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe his command cards aren't as good as Boba's, but you also is happier without command cards than Boba is sometimes. So
sure.
And tactical's huge, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I think you've convinced me.
And independent is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think he's solidly in the B tier, and he's better than the other ones. But I think Padawan Ahsoka, as far as a purity of beat stick, just edges him out a little bit.
I mean, I think just because of cost, because she is cheaper, right? I've forgotten how much we said she was now. Padawan Ahsoka is 110 base.
Yeah, 110.
Yeah.
And once you put a flamethrower, a jetpack, and a spear, Din's 130.
But he does have impervious Mando. So I think an argument could be made that he might be the best of a B tier then. Because his pool can get large. So
it's close.
Okay. We'll leave Ahsoka up there because everybody loves Ahsoka. And then we'll move on to Fifth Brother. So the Inquisitors. Much maligned, I find, for the Inquisitors. I feel like people expect them down here, right? But
no, Seventh Sister might be, but I think Fifth Brother as a purity of beat stick is going to be right next to Din. As far as beat sticks go, he is much more reliable in his dice pool.
Yeah,
because he has RAM.
Yeah.
RAM 2 Impact.
Impact PS1 is the bit that always frustrates me about him. I would like to see PS2 on my saber wielders, but it does surge to hit, which is critical on those on those black dice. Sorry, and Rage 2 gets him charge, and at that point you probably put Tenacity onto him. You can go running pretty light at 105. You could probably run him with nothing and not feel too sad about it. But I think that I can't argue with middle of B tier, to be honest. I don't think I can argue that.
I think he's going to be right up there with Ahsoka Padawan. It's the same kind of price. His ceiling isn't as good as her output, but his floor is higher just with RAM. And so even if he's not charging where he's making one move and then engage, I think he's probably better than her on the whole. It's really close. I think he's better than Din. He should be either right above or right below.
I've got him right
Ahsoka
below.
Padawan.
I've got him right.
I think he's better than Din as a beat stick.
Because
now Din gives you other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll concede that one. Yeah. Okay. I think the problem is that these two exist, right?
Which two? I don't see your mouse.
Sorry, Vader, Vader, and Doobax exist, and they're in Imperial.
Right.
I think that's the problem with Fifth Brother. If you're playing beat sticks, you've probably got 4 better options, and now you need points for some corps units instead. But I think I think Inquisitorius can do okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have General Grievous up next. He's got an 8 dice attack pool of his trophy lightsabers. He can do stuff. 2 red,
he can
4
absolutely
black, 2
throw
white.
down.
Yeah. Again, good at killing. Like, you'd put Grievous against any of these A tier and B tier Force users, purely because of his Jedi Hunter. He's got Relentless. He's got Scale. Block, Immune Pierce, a really good attack pool, red defense dice, 8 health. It's good. He has some cool command cards to kind of help do damage. I don't think he's S tier because he doesn't have force powers, basically.
No.
He doesn't.
It's really the only... he's either right above or right below Fulcrum and Asajj. I'm having a hard time picking where.
I attempted to put him in the middle of A tier, I think. I think it's better than Doobax.
Yes.
Like, he's going to chew through a single Dooback, as he should. And he's probably going to... He can probably fight 2 Doobacks quite easily.
Right.
But...
Yeah.
And he definitely beats off all of these other units below him. And I think he's happier into... I always think of, like, a double-sized Stormtrooper squad. Like, how happy would I be to be fighting a double-sized Stormtrooper squad with this model? And I think Grievous is pretty happy.
He'd be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the other two might just barely beat him out just because they have force powers. But, like, his kit is really good.
Yeah, I think the dice fixing can kind of force him into saves. And yeah.
Well, I mean, even fighting. So specifically because I had a Vader that I fought a Grievous with, and him having immune pierce instead of just like the other is just, it's hard to get hits back into him. Similarly to the other ones, but I don't think that quite bumps him up any higher. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely A tier. Absolutely. Whether or not he's top of A tier, up for debate. Comment down below. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay. So, IG-11 has 4 red dice on Overwhelm. So he makes it. He makes it, right?
He does make it.
I think that it's like these other bounty hunters, right? If you're putting him
pretty much
as a beat stick, like, look at the rest of his words, man. Gunslinger, sharpshooter 1. Like, please don't put him into combat as a beat stick.
Don't use him as a beat stick.
Like, I'm tempted to put him into top of D tier.
Sure.
In the same way, I think he's better than Chewie. Stick. So it may be, again, I still think Chewie might belong down here, but
for Gar Chewie. Yeah. I mean, Gar Chewie might be. I think we probably should. Well,
down here.
I'll leave it up to you.
I could put Gar Chewie down here, man.
Okay.
Because I just don't think he ever gets to be a beat stick.
Yeah.
Oh, I put him below the ATRT.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy is IG-11 is going to be basically the same type of thing, but I think he's probably above the ATRT.
Yeah.
In beat stick ability, but he's
the reason why I've got Cad and Bossk above, and I'm happy for him to be in C tier, is because of the keywords that they have. Like, Bossk doesn't lose out on stuff if he's in melee. Cad with the Electro Gauntlet is doing something else if they're in melee. If IG is in melee, you're losing out and not gaining anything. Like, you've got the Overwhelm attack has got nothing, no keywords at all. It's not piercing, it's not lethal, it doesn't do anything. Right. It's just 4 dice. Whereas at least you've got Pierce 1 on Bossk. You know what I mean? You've got options there. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put Chewie above him because I feel like that's my bias is coming in. No, maybe, there we go.
No. You can have Chewie above him, but like they're pretty much the same type of area.
Okay, the one that I thought you would push back against more than the ATRT because she qualifies, but Jyn Erso is a beat stick.
She's got 4 native
black.
Dice.
It's 4 black. So I might surprise you here because I think that because of her points cost at 75 points and the rest of the stuff that she does, I feel like you can use her in the way that you would use a beat stick, but it isn't. Yep. She isn't killing the models, more of like but she's disrupting everything, and it's really hard to play around her because of that independent move. And nimble, and she can infiltrate on. She's got a lot in the toolkit. I don't know. Maybe she should be in D because it's only black dice, and we're talking beat sticks. But I think
I think she belongs in C tier. I think she belongs to C tier because she has surge crit on the black dice natively.
Yeah.
And she's got a lot of pinball tricks. So not necessarily beat stick in that she's just going to be killing models.
I suppose
so she loses a lot of points for that. Command cards and then all of the keywords that she has, she will pinball all over the place.
Yeah.
Being disruptive, throwing suppression around, being all over the place. Because disengage and then independent move, like if she's only engaged with one person, she just leaves.
Yeah.
Goes into another one, goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think she belongs in C tier. Oh, you missed one. Oh no.
Which one? What did I miss?
Where's K2?
Oh, did I miss K2SO? Okay, let me.
Oh no.
Oh, you keep going, and we'll find K2. It's fine.
We'll find. Yeah, he doesn't show up in tabletop unless you add Cassian.
That's fine. I can add it as we're going. So do you
K2?
You talk about him while I get the image.
Yeah. So he's good, but I think he's got the same kind of issues that both IG-11 and Republic Chewbacca have, where he's got a lot of cool things. He works well with Cassian, but you probably want to give him Jyn's blaster and let him shoot away. He's more of a, he's got the 4 dice overwhelm, but I mean, he'd be right below Jyn or right in with Chewbacca in D tier. Like, he wants to be shooting.
Really? I suppose. I mean, I think you're right. Purely because
he wants Jyn's blaster and he wants to be blasting away with Pierce and suppressive. Because he surges crit, like you're crit fishing with him and trying to.
I feel like it's not because he's a bad unit, but he isn't a beat stick, right? And the overpower again. Yeah, I think down here. I think D tier.
Yeah. As a beat stick, like he's in the same kind of category as Gar, Chewbacca, and IG-11.
And he
doesn't have the extra utility.
You have to have Cassian to take him, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a good unit.
You can't take him on his
maybe
own,
not a good beat stick.
But you've got to spend 90 points minimum to unlock the ability to take him. Yeah, I think D tier is fair.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do Kraken next. The beat stick I always try to take and then change my mind and put Kalani in because separatists.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing separatist, you kind of want Kalani more because he does more synergy with them. But as a beat stick,
I mean,
he's got charge and he's got overwhelm with lethal. His overwhelm is lethal. Yeah. And he has surge crit. But I don't see him being above C tier.
I don't think it's as good as a crab, because the slot he takes up. I think you would rather have Kalani, so you'd take the crab instead.
Yep.
So,
but he's definitely better than Kallus. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
At least for beat stick, he's better than Kallus.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Luke Skywalker, Hero of the Rebellion, next with his cool yellow jacket. It's great. 2 red, 3 black, Impact 2, PS1, Surge's crit, 6 health, red defense, Courage 3, importantly. I've had him.
I don't think he's A tier.
You don't?
No, I think he's B tier. I think he's solid B tier as a beat stick.
Charge with a lightsaber always feels like an automatic. So and command card.
I mean, if it's an automatic, maybe. Yeah, his command cards are all right, but he doesn't have Master of the Force. He doesn't have he's only Impact 2, Pierce 1.
A PS1 is a takeaway. I think if it was 3 red, 2 black, I would argue harder for this. But because of the way we've used Tenacity it isn't necessarily always going to be on.
Right.
I think I can kind of live with him being top of the B tier. Purely because we're only talking beat sticks. His gun is really good. But that doesn't factor in high for the beat stick archetype. So this is where I want to stress that we're not saying he's a B tier unit. He's a B tier beat stick.
Correct. These are.
And I suppose caveating this now, if you're a Rebel player and we're wanting to play a beat stick list, you're taking these two, right? You're taking Luke as S tier and Fulcrum. That's your only option.
Are you though? I
am.
Because there's Jedi Luke, and I think Jedi Luke is a better beat stick.
I would rather have the 2 because this one fulfills the commander obligation.
Yeah, okay.
Again, this is if I'm building a Rebel list around it, though. If you're talking pure beat stick, you aren't going to be wrong here. So let's move on to Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. So oh man,
this one's tricky because he is
he's very one-dimensional.
Is but at the same time he's real damn good at what he does. He's A tier for sure.
Do you have him okay, so I think he's better than Maul.
I think he's better than a dewback.
I think he's better than a dewback. Is he better than Grievous? I feel like this is where we start landing.
I'm gonna say yes. He's better than Grievous.
Okay, so now we get to Ventress. Is he better than Ventress?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at his points again because he's 165 and Ventress was.
He is
was cheap, right? Ventress is 115,
Right.
so 50
So-
points better. Is he 50 points better than Ventress?
I think so. And for a couple of reasons. One, he's Master of the Force.
Yeah,
He has Disengage.
yeah,
He gets his Jedi cards.
yeah.
And those Jedi command cards are real good.
Okay.
They both have charge, right?
Yeah,
So,
he's got charge.
I mean,
He's got
that's-
charge.
No,
As
but
well
like
as-
Asajj has charge too.
Yeah, Disengage is a big one.
Asajj just relentless. But I think it's Disengage and the extra tools in his kit are kind of what push him over.
So the reason
that
why
edge.
I like Asajj is because of her dice fixing. The reliability on those dice are higher.
Yeah, I could see that. But he natively surges crit.
Yeah, it's fine. So
So he
I'm
gets one
happy.
less die, but he surges crit.
Like, so I suppose
And
him
he's 7 wounds.
arguing against Asajj is irrelevant, right? Because they're in different factions. So we can say he's
Yeah.
better than Asajj. Is he better than Fulcrum? Is he 50 points better than Fulcrum?
Is he 50 points better than Fulcrum?
Because I think Fulcrum's the best beat stick that Rebels have.
Yeah, as far as beat stick goes, oh, it's really close. It's really, really close. But I think having Master of the Force edges that out just a little bit. And
So
command card differences. Like, they're both good. But
how does Master of the Force help him be a beat stick? Sell me on
it would be force push. Being able to reliably use force push more often.
But that's utility, right?
Yes, but it helps him do the beat stick job better.
And does Fulcrum not have the command cards that refresh force push?
Okay, I see where you're getting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're out
on pure beat stick. It's close. I mean, she gets the 2 red, but the 2 white with fixing versus 6 black.
It's 7 black. So the only thing that I'll give you is it's a potential for a dice pool of 1 red, 7 black is real good. But I mean, I could
counterpoint.
The reason I would do this and put him above Fulcrum is because it's Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight. We're playing a Star Wars game, and it's Luke Skywalker. Like, I want to put him up here, but realistically, I could put him above. Personally, if I was building an entire list of rebels, as I've already stated, I would take Commander Luke and Fulcrum.
Right.
But that's not what this tier list is about.
Right.
Going back to what this tier list is about, I will cede the point that dice pool is good enough that we'll give him A tier, the top ranking in A tier.
If it helps seal the deal, Son of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Being able to attack twice with 7 black dice, I think should push him over that edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the sad panda Chris gets to look at Maul arrival and be like, "Yay! I get Maul," and he's got either 4 red, 4 white, or he gets 6 black. I think it always hurts me because I do like saber throw on Maul and taking all of the red dice, obviously. But I think for beat stick, you give him dark saber for the surge crit because you want him in combat. You put tenacity on him because he can start the game wounded with tenacity always on, so it becomes a really, really good dice pool.
Because it's red, then 6 black. Yeah.
Impact 2, PS2. from Darksaber. You get cunning on there as well.
And surge crit, which is
I
big.
feel
I think
like
yeah, right there. I think he's better than CIS Maul.
Yeah.
Even with that change in profile,
I don't think
it's probably fair that he's better than
because
I think he's better than a Dewback though.
Yeah. 150 points still feels like a lot.
Sure.
And selfishly, list building in Shadow Collective feels really, really pre-structured at the moment. There isn't enough options. Maybe once a week ways and a tank come out, we'll be able to see a bit more beat stick play style for Maul. But at the moment, it's really, I don't think you can afford to play him as a pure beat stick because of the lack of the way the rest of the list functions. You need him around, so you can't risk him because he's only got 5 wounds once you start with wounded. So
yeah, but you've also got like witch magic and stuff. To pump that back up.
Yeah, but that's what that takes up the space of other useful because the mercenary command cards are all really good.
Yes.
So it's eating a slot of, so you know what I mean. So I feel like there is a cost to witch magic, ironically enough, you know.
Right.
Right. But I do think he is a good beat stick. He's the best beat stick you have in Shadow Collective. But if you want to play beat stick with a lightsaber, you should probably not play Shadow Collective. It is generally how I feel about it. And when I started, I was all on the Maul train, and I tried, and then I just started playing other stuff. But yeah, I think that I want him to be better, but I think there's a lot of emotion and like baggage fueling that. So I want to put him down here and say that we should buff him. Well, he's terrible, but yeah, I think up here is fine. I don't think he's as good as Grievous as beat stick.
Yeah. I think he's better than a Dewback. Again, experience with a Dewback, but he's not better than 2 Dewbacks.
Yeah. And 2 Dewbacks is probably the same cost. Oh.
Yeah. A little more, but not much.
I mean, this is a naked Maul, right? No.
Yeah.
If you put stuff on him. Long live the Empire will have some Moff Gideon action. So obviously he needs a Darksaber to be eligible for the list, but he has access to it. Makes him 115 points, but he does get Impact 1, Pierce 1, 5 black, Surge into crit. He has Mando saves. He's got Tactical 1. He has
one turn of Relentless.
Yeah, 1 turn of Relentless with the command card. So he can do it. I think that he's better than a Crab. I would put him up here.
Yes.
And the reason he's better than Kallus is because it's a lightsaber.
Yes. It has Pierce on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Kallus, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's lethal, not Pierce.
It is lethal.
Yeah.
And it's only 4 dice instead of 5.
Yeah,
I don't think he makes it into B tier.
No.
Like, because you don't want to be using him as a beat stick. Like, it's there for the option, but it's not his primary goal.
The way I used to use him when I was playing this list a lot was as an almost anti-beat stick. I would put him into a beat stick to force them to spend the force push, to force them to use a dissing. It's like, you're going to struggle to kill me in one swing, so waste some of your efficiency on doing something about me, which isn't a beat stick in itself. But I also don't mind him fighting units because of that really good save. He's going to be doing wounds reliably. So I'm happy for him to be locked in combat. So yeah, I think C tiers for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This one's trickier for me. I think he's B tier.
So
like he's got a lot of keywords.
Basically, it's 2 red, 2 black, 2 white, so it's a double rainbow. he doesn't surge at all, but he has critical 2. The only thing that gets him to B tier for me is that lightsaber having critical 2, Pierce 2. He has a bunch of stuff like I think he's probably above.
I think he's better than
below.
I would put him above Ahsoka, but then of course it costs a lot more.
Yeah, that's the point, right? It's 40 points more. That 40 points gets you courage 3 and 6 wounds instead of courage 2 and 5. Ahsoka naturally surges crit, but doesn't have 2 red dice, so a dice pool is higher. So I think this is fair. I would argue that pure beat stick, that this is fair.
He does have charge natively, though, so he can do his thing.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. About 50 points.
He has charge. Yeah, because he has charge. Okay. I think that puts it just over. Yeah. But it's very close as far as purity of beat stick.
Yeah.
He also has the extra pierce value over her.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Then we have Sabine Wren, who again needs to have the dark saber to get in there.
Yep.
But she also has a ton of extra tools as well, right? Like electro, grapple line. Adds a ton. So
I think that bumps her above Chewie. It's similar to the other Mandos in the bottom of B tier.
Yeah. But what about Boba? Is she better than Boba? Because it's a lightsaber? Oh, no.
Yeah. So I think so.
She's cheaper.
It gets close with Din.
I think the fact that she's cheaper than Boba, I don't know that because of the spear, I think it's only 15 points more if you're going like electro grapple. And then I suppose you're probably going to take her other shields as well, right? So you're only 10 points cheaper at that point. So I think, there's an argument to be made that she could sit above Din, but I think this is kind of fair.
Yeah, I think she'd be right next to Din. They just have different kits. I mean, neither of them are optimally a beat stick, but they will absolutely throw down a lot better than other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got gunslinger and so she generally is going to want to be shooting rather than being a beat stick. But I think she is a better.
I don't think she's.
In other cases,
because it's a lightsaber again, I don't think you'll lose as much letting her go in though. She has those.
Well, you lose saves. A piercing rainbow gunslinger. She gets more pierce if she's shooting.
So we did drop down IG then for that exact reason, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying she belongs to.
But she has a much better profile. But she has a much better melee profile.
Like she's got words on her attack, but it is black rather than red. I mean,
I don't know. She actually might. I think she bumps up above Din because she has pierce on the saber.
I mean, Din's got tactical to get him lethal, so is reliable on that. I don't know. I think because we're talking about if I take her, am I taking her as a beat stick? I'm probably not.
Right.
So I think she. I would. Would you? Okay. Would you rather if
she's
you
better
needed
than
a
Chewie.
rebel beat stick? Hear me out though. If you're playing rebels and need a beat stick, would you take Chewie or for 90 points, or would you spend 110 on Sabine? Is that?
I would do Sabine.
Yeah. Then is she better than? So she's. I think he is fair because she's cheaper.
Yeah.
Only because she's cheaper than Boba.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so
I put her above Boba.
Oh, did I drop her back? Sorry, I thought.
It dropped it.
Okay.
Yep. There we go. Perfect.
Then we have Seventh Sister.
Yeah. This one's a little harder for me.
I want to like her more.
Yeah.
But I do think that she's C tier.
Well, so as a beat stick, though, I think she is at least she's better than Rebel Boba as a beat stick. If we're putting Boba in as a B tier, she has to be above him. Now,
so remember
she's not nearly as good as
it's the
Fifth Brother.
command cards that are pushing Boba that high, though. It's not just the raw stats; it's the command cards, and the fact that you get that turn of to like 1 million attacks, right? And because he has, so that's why Boba's there. Because you put him in.
So she has charge. Yeah. She has impact 2, pierce 1 lightsaber.
It's only 5 black.
It is only 5 black, but she also natively surges. So she's immune pierce. So has block, has jump.
Are we putting her above Din then? Because I think you've just taught me above Sabine.
I don't think she's above Din.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But I think she's as good as Sabine. Like if we could put Sabine and her on the same kind of spot, that's where
I put her above Sabine because she doesn't lose anything by being in melee, whereas Sabine does lose. Right. Okay, so we're getting towards the best beat sticks in the game, obviously.
Saving the best for last, right?
As a Kashyyyk defender player, the Wookiee Chieftain, 2 red, 2 black, 2 white, surging to hit, no keywords though. And Indomitable.
But he is agile with
he
charge.
Has duelist and charge and agile 1. So 7 health, white surge in defense. The bowcaster, I think you have to mention that he's bringing a bowcaster to a table. I think that he is a better beat stick than Luke and Obi-Wan because he's 100 points.
Yeah, Luke isn't very expensive though. I put him above Obi-Wan just for price.
Maybe I'm talking
because he doesn't have the pierce.
He doesn't have pierce.
He doesn't have pierce.
So below
and then
Obi-Wan
Ahsoka,
now. And then
Ahsoka
that was really close. So yeah, we dropped down to here. Is he better than Ram? No.
Well, he doesn't have pierce. He doesn't have pierce.
So I think he sits there, right?
Yeah. I think I'd be okay with that.
The middleist of B tier. So if you need a baseline, what's a beat stick? A Wookiee Chieftain is the mid. Is the exact average of beat sticks.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because he's a lot cheaper than Din. He doesn't quite have the same mobility as Din, though.
It's not slow, though. It's still speed 2. He's got his speed 2 with charge and scale.
Yeah, but he doesn't have speed 3 jump.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So,
but he costs 100 points.
He's right in there.
I don't need to spend any more points, right?
Yeah.
He's got a really good gun. He's got an okay. He's got a 6 dice attack pool, I'll say. Like when I take a Wookiee Chieftain, I tend to just take them naked. Don't put anything on them.
Right.
I don't think they need.
He's a 100-point beat stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Yoda.
I can't get behind S tier, but he's solidly A. So and we could wiggle in A.
The reason why I want to put him in S tier, I'm going to put him at the top of A tier for now. But the reason why I want to put him into S tier is because I play Kashyyyk Defenders. And I have
context.
I have more tools to get him there. Because the speed 1 is a huge downside. So, I mean, let's go through the actual package first for the reason why you probably want him. I think you'd put him like here. Or
no, I think he's at the top of A. I do think he's somewhere at the top. And actually, he's probably better than Jedi Luke, truthfully.
Yeah, that's where I've got him at the moment. So he's got 4 red with Impact 2, Pierce 2.
Yep.
Surge's crit. Doesn't sound great, but Arturo Mastery...
Well, he also has native... He also has Surge Block native, which is...
It's only 5 wounds, though.
Dooku's the only other one on this level of beat stick that has it natively.
Yeah. Arturo Mastery is really good. As once he's there, he just keeps chopping.
Yep.
And every time he chops, he gets a dodge. So you can just put him into something, and as a beat stick, well, as we discussed, how well does he do the thing that he wants to do once he's there? And once he's there,
real well,
he does it real well. So that's why I want to put him up here into S tier.
It's tricky.
He's 150
I don't
points. I think you have to put Burst of Speed onto him if you want to use him as a beat stick. Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with putting Burst of Speed onto him if you want to use him as a beat stick.
Yeah. And size matters not. Gives him charge or relentless?
Gives him charge.
Okay. Yeah, having charge, having a good Pierce value is very important.
It's a real good Pierce value.
Into that S tier.
People don't want to attack him before he activates because he gets aims, and that makes him stupendously reliable on offense. Like 4 red is really reliable as it is. Guidance is a thing. It lets you move other people around. So he's bringing a lot of utility to the table. His command cards are strong. You get Relentless from one of his command cards, but you can have it is There Is No Try, gives him and another unit Relentless.
Sure. Okay.
And you can use that on a turn that you use Burst of Speed. So you can have you could have that turn where you speed 3 with Relentless and then can attack again. Then the next turn, when you've got an immobilized token, you can play Size Matters Not, puts you up to speed 3, down to speed 2. So then you have speed 2 charge, and you have disengage that turn as well. So I'm arguing pretty well, I think, for S tier here.
Yeah, it's just like...
So I
keep looking at that 4 dice and thinking it's a problem, but then there are ways that he can get those extra attacks off. The problem is he doesn't get free attacks except for those turns. But if you move in, do your Relentless, and then he can hit again.
He
with
can
the
have Force
because
Push as
used
well.
One action.
Yeah,
right.
And let's remember, if you give him nothing but force speed or Burst of Speed, it's 160 points.
Yeah.
So
command cards are really good.
He's 10 points cheaper than Anakin.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think he's probably better than. And if we're putting him in S tier, and actually, let's think about this: is he better than Apprentice Vader? And I think so. Yeah.
I think he kills Apprentice Vader 100% of the time.
He makes him real sad. I don't know.
Dooku's actually difficult. It's a dice game.
Yeah, Dooku's going to be tricky.
Dooku's tricky purely because Dooku can turn off your immune pierce.
Yeah, and he's only 5 wounds.
Yeah,
so
this is the one you really don't want to get into. This fight is the scariest of all of them. I have no problems at all putting Vader into an Anakin. Putting Yoda into an Anakin. The only ones I'm ever scared about is the Vaders and Dooku. Are the only things I don't want to fight with Vader, with Yoda.
Yeah, but I still think he's just a little bit over on Apprentice. Vader. Yeah, actually, that might be tricky if we're doing a head to head, because then he gets Jedi Hunter. And if Tenacity's on, because Yoda can't get Tenacity, whereas Apprentice Vader can. So 6 red dice versus 8, both surging. He's got 7 wounds versus 5. It's a toss up, kind of.
Yeah, like you have to take the wound to have tenacity, so you're not having it both ways.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. then we're looking at 5 to 6, and then it's.
And I surge block naturally.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the edge goes to Yoda in that then.
Yeah. I said, Dooku's the only one that I never want to put him into combat with, because it's one bad dice roll away from Yoda just being dead.
Right.
I suppose he's always one bad dice roll from being, but you know what I mean. It's not outside of that. And then you have Vader. Dark Lord of the Sith is always scary, just because it's so many red dice.
It's a lot of red dice, and he's got 8 health. Okay,
but Yoda, it's very difficult for the first 2 turns. If you can navigate those first 2 turns, Yoda is an amazing beat stick. So like,
sure,
that's why. It could be. It could be 80.
Yeah.
If you're not, because there's no way. I use Chewbacca. There's a reason why I take the god awful Chewbacca right down here. It's to give me an easier way of getting him where he needs to be. Yeah. I'm paying 96 points to facilitate Yoda's movement even more, but
sure,
relentless at speed,
but it makes him more reliable.
To speed, there is a lot of things you can do to help. Oh, yeah, and that you can. This is a thing that theoretically works. You can play size matters sometimes. Turn 1 with them both off a table.
Sure.
Because all that it says is when Chewbacca moves on, after he completes a move, you place Yoda in base contact with him.
Sure.
So you can use it to get turn 1, Yoda can get 2 moves onto a table at speed 2. Then turn 2, you can start playing your speed 3 cards or abilities. So you can get in there real quick if you want to be a little bit gamey with it. But I haven't found a reason why size matters would not work turn 1. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There's our first tier list. You know that 20-minute video we're going to make?
Yeah.
About an hour and a half in, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was different kind of content we've not done before. This was the biggest of the ones that we had, I think, to start with, right? The next one should be as large as this. But yeah, hopefully. Anything you want to move around? Are you happy with how everything's kind of fallen in?
No, I think that should about cover it. I mean, it kind of hurts my soul to see K2 down in D, and the same with Chewie, but I think that's probably about where they go.
I just
Rebel. I don't. Yeah, because that's Gar Chewie, right?
Yeah,
Rebel Chewie. Gar Chewie.
Rebel Chewie is in the average tier, right?
Yeah, I think Gar Chewie. I think we've maligned Gar Chewie. I think he should be at the bottom of C at least.
You want him up there?
Yeah, I think so, because he's still got lethal on his overwhelm at least, which makes it better than the other 2 overwhelms. Okay.
I mean, if I'm taking Kashyyyk defenders, I put him up here because Yoda's got to ride on his back half the time. So
yeah,
but yeah,
that's utility, not beat stick.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised we have a lightsaber this low, but I think that it's. I just
don't think he quite makes it into B tier.
I
yes,
feel
he's
like
got the lightsaber.
in my head, all lightsabers have got PS2, and it's only going through. And it's like, oh, it's only PS1. Oh, it's only PS1. So I think that's why
he just doesn't have the mobility and the other stuff, the X factors that the other ones get.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, but there we go.
Yeah. So there's our first deployment garrison beat stick tier list. We've got a couple of others that we're going to look through, but hopefully you enjoyed that, and jump on the Discord. Let us know how much you disagree or what tier list you want us to do next.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks everyone.